Number 2. Let's see if this is working. Can you hear me? I would love it if you could hear me. Let's check. Let's check Facebook. Isn't it so funny how you can have plans for something to go a certain way, and when there are things that, like, the majority of the things involved and like the tools and resources needed to accomplish said thing, when you don't have control over them, it never goes the way that you think the way that you want it to. Ever. Why would it? Hello, if you're watching this right now, I hope you can hear me. We're about to find out if you can. We're about to find out if you can. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. I'm seeing something. Let's see. I think it's working. It is working. It doesn't show that it's working on my studio, but oh well. I can see my face, and that's all that matters. I can hear my face and see my face. Now I'm trying to set up Instagram, and it is not allowing me to. Let's see. Because I remember when I did this test, that is not the message that I was getting. The whole unable to connect. I was getting a different message that would give me the option to connect. Oh, so many of you came from Instagram. I have. Can't do that. Oh man, that's so frustrating. I don't know why it's unable to connect on Instagram. That's really weird. Are we just not gonna go live on Instagram? Sorry, guys. I'm already like 11 minutes over. Ooh, I guess we're just gonna go with this. We're gonna go with this. We're gonna go with you guys. Hi! Welcome to Coffee Breaks Season 3. How fantastic is that? Isn't that so exciting? So yes, welcome to Coffee Breaks Season 3. Season 1 and 2 are available for your listening and watching pleasure on Facebook. And I need to turn the chat on. Duh. Oh my goodness. Hi everyone. What's up, Michael? Yeah, Caitlin, I think I figured out what I was doing wrong. Yeah, Instagram. I was having a lot of problems. Oh, well. Hello, Gary. I'm so glad you're making it over on Twitch. I am very new on Twitch. So, as in like never been on Twitch before. So that's a whole new world, as I stated yesterday. Oh, that makes me so mad that I can't get on Instagram. Mm. We're going to try one more time. Just once. Just one more time. As you all settle in with your cuppa, please tell me what it is that you are drinking. I usually have the coffee that I brew um with me, but I don't. Okay, now it's saying Instagram is offline. But how do I get it online? That's the question. Um, the coffee that I brewed today for Coffee Breaks is a coffee company called Little Wolf. They I'm not sure where they're from, but I know they sell and they sell to my favorite coffee shop in East Nashville called Living Waters Brewing. Love that place very, very much. Um, Breaks season 3 premiere. I hate that I'm doing this, but there were so many of you that came to me on Instagram that said how excited you were that I hate to leave you out. Yeah, I just don't think it can happen. I've done all I can do. I could try putting in. No, I've done all I can do. Okay, this is where we're at. We're here. So yeah, I am very, very excited for this season of Coffee Breaks. Excited for what I have to share with you today, which we will get right to, but I definitely want to see and say hi to everybody that is joining. Brant, hello. Caitlin, I'm glad you're here. Gary, do I have both my Garys? Incredible. Gary Judd, I'm so glad you've made it. No coffee for Caitlin. Oh my goodness, Gary. I'm so sorry. Oh, I remember you mentioning that you were really going through it. I hate that for you so much. I'm so sorry. Um I'll definitely be continuing to pray for you and for your comfort at this time. That must be so hard. I hope I can provide a little bit of happiness and a little bit of peace. Doris from the UK, hello. What time is it there? Oh my goodness. Water. Good. Good. 103? Gary, remind me where you're coming in from. Is it Arizona or Florida? Wherever it's 103. Mm-mm. No, thank you. No, thanks. Thanks, but no thanks. 23:16. Oh my goodness. That's really late. That's like 10:16. That's 11:16. My goodness. Oh, Gary, that's so sweet. Coming in from Ohio. Yes, I knew. My Garys are Ohio and Arizona, like two states that could not be more different to me in my eyes. Oh, You Are My Sunshine is a song that my mom, oh my word, sorry. That's a song that my mom taught me like as a baby, basically. Growing up with a musical mother, made for a lot of like, how did I word it? It made for a lot of musical knowledge that I just kind of picked up unintentionally, like a lot of passive music theory. This guitar has a really, this pickup has a strong buzz, so I don't want to get it too hot, but I want to make sure you guys hear the guitar. Just over 6 hours. Awesome. I've gone through seasons of being a night owl as well. Well, for anyone that is new watching, I'll explain a little bit of what coffee breaks are. So, coffee breaks are, hey, Silent Fox. Not sure what your name really is, but I'll call you Silent Fox. Coffee breaks is it used to be a bi-monthly slash every other month, no, every other weekly, bi-weekly, bi-monthly, I don't know, twice a month. It was a stream that I did twice a month where we would sit and, oh, it's Rigo. Hi, dude. What's up? I'm so glad you're here. We would sit and um, I would just get to hang out with you and chat and share a little bit of music. Um, but also talk about how the week is going. And they used to be on Thursdays. They have now since moved to Mondays, obviously, at 5. So 5 p.m. is a little late for coffee for some people, but for people like me who drink coffee at 9 o'clock at night sometimes, yeah, it's a lot of times I need, actually every time a coffee break would happen, would be scheduled, I would find myself like so happy to finally get to hang out with you guys again and um just sit and have someone to be with. And I'm a huge advocate for mental health and how important it is to take a break every once in a while. So yeah, that is the one desire of coffee breaks, is to remind you to take a break, breathe, sip something, and just take a second back for yourself every once in a while. Oh, Gary. I am most certainly praying for you. I would love, if you're comfortable with it, if there is a mailing address that you have. So just send me a message of what a good mailing address is for you right now, and I would love to send you something sweet. I actually sleep pretty deep, but I don't need as much sleep as most people. I am finding though that Justin will wake up and he'll be telling me about something that happened the night before or like in the middle of the night, and I would never have known. I slept right through it. So I am sleeping very deeply nowadays, but just not for as long. Definitely don't need 8 hours. I normally run pretty well on 6 hours, maybe 7. 7 hours is a long night's sleep for me. Um, so on the note of mental health, this week is National Suicide Prevention Week. Um, and that is something that is very, very close to my heart. And I know a lot of people say that. Um, and there are so many incredible stories and testimonies that people have, and stories of redemption and healing and of struggle and of sorrow when it comes to suicide prevention. And I am very, very fortunate to be on the winning side um, of unending one's own life. Not that all that to say, I guess I don't know why I use weird words for things, but I have never attempted suicide and have never struggled with suicidal thoughts. But I have many friends that do and have, and in fact, have been in. I was involved at a really early age with suicide prevention and was a friend several times throughout my teenage life with people who did attempt suicide. And Even things having to do with the school shooting, which is of the same thing. A lot of people like to forget that, but although the school shooting over at Covenant earlier this year was a tragedy and a terrible, terrible evil that should never happen to anyone's children, it was also a mental health issue in addition to many other things. And that person I actually went to school with, the shooter. And that was a lot to get through as well. I say all of this to say suicide prevention and mental health is very much a thing that I'm passionate about. And please, please, this week, be looking on social media for resources. There's one that I found, and I said I was going to share it and completely forgot on this stream. But one really, really great resource that I found is called BeThereCertificate.org. It's incredible. It's literally a free training to educate yourself on how to handle situations with people who are attempting to commit suicide or people that are struggling with suicidal thoughts. It's an educational resource on how to better be there for those people, and it's free. So, highly recommend that. It's called BeThereCertificate.org. Super easy. Um, Today is also September 11th. And I talked about this with a few others when I had first started planning coming back with Coffee Breaks and the other thing that is premiering today, which some of you might already know about. And the thing that I came down to in trying to figure out, like, well, why would I like start something? Like, why would I play music on such a terrible day, like a day that should be devoted to grief and remembering those who have died. Um, and the place that I came to was one of desire for um, making space for both. And I think that's really, really important when it comes to mental health, but also more specifically grief and sorrow for things. Um, in fact, I was I was joking with a friend, and they were very, very crass jokes. I can have really dark humor sometimes, so I would not be sharing them here. But we were joking, um, and kind of sharing a laugh. And it really did come down to it when we were talking about September 11th and how I'm premiering Coffee Breaks and all of that. And what better way? I think the place that I came to is what better way to honor those who tragically passed in such a terrible way, than to live out our lives enjoying it the best we can, because that's what they would want us to do. Another thing that I am very fortunate enough to not have anybody directly connected to the tragedy of 9/11, although I do have an aunt that lived in New York, and she had, I believe, several friends and colleagues who were connected to the tragedies on 9/11. But days like today are not about um, preaching to people, probably how I sound like right now, but they're not about preaching to people or trying to find ways that we were impacted by them, to say that we have a like earn our say about these things. I think it's just important to one, pay remembrance, and never ever forget. It becomes such a cliche of a phrase, but it's a true statement. We should never ever forget, but also make space in the same regard, to live out our best lives in honor of those that we lost. Um, it's a great picture of grief. Um, I can't remember where I had first seen it, but basically the picture of grief where we assume that um, the way that time heals all wounds and the way that time heals us from grief, because I have lost people. I've experienced grief many times in my life. Um, we kind of assume that the grief gets smaller, you know, but it totally doesn't. The grief stays the same size, if not grows, but our lives grow around that grief. So rather than, I think it was maybe an inflated balloon, there's been several like pictures and analogies created for this, but I think one of my favorites is an inflated balloon, where we think that in this natural process of a helium filled balloon that it slowly gets smaller and smaller, but that's not the case at all. Like it's more like a bowling ball or something that doesn't get any smaller at all. But the balloon is our life that's around it, that grows bigger and bigger and bigger as we grow. Um, so, yeah, with all that being said, live your best lives. Check in on the people that you are close to or that you're not close to. Um, Go to be there, what did I say? Be there certificate.com. I should put it in the chat, shouldn't I? Be there certificate.org. Let's do that. Be there certificate.org. Highly recommend. Yes, I've seen the one with the jar. Thanks, Doris. Oh, wow. That's incredible, Gary. Not many people have experienced that. Okay, I guess I can't avoid it any longer. The thing that I am announcing today, and the it's not the point of coming back to Coffee Breaks, because I'm coming back to Coffee Breaks for you because I've missed you and I've missed hanging out. But the same day, yes, good call, Caitlin, that was extra weight. This day is really special because I'm announcing that I am officially launching a private, independent crowdfunding campaign for my full-length album, Sparkly Feelings. And I am very scared. Doing big things are scary. But they, just because they're scary is not a good enough reason to not do them. I'm going to go ahead and drop the link to the campaign. Um, if you would feel, if you feel led to be a part. Yes, this is a full-length album. I have the full story. I've been working on this campaign for a little over a month now. And yeah, I have 10 songs that have been written, and some of them recorded and tracked, actually, that very clearly describe my last few years. And my last few years have been filled with a lot of different things, but the theme and kind of an overarching thing that I've experienced over the last few years has been one of growth and learning more about myself and the self I used to be. And that same self has a lot of parts that I don't want to lose quite yet to age. So that is basically what this album is about, and or at least what it touches on, and what the tone is in writing it. In fact, I share a story on how I started writing the album, or how I started writing the first song that would inspire the album itself. And that is on that link that I dropped. I wonder if there's a way I can pin that. I'm gonna press star. I don't know if that does anything or not, but yeah, let's see. Gary, wish you would have been having these chats throughout the summer. Oh, well, we're having them now, and that is certainly what matters. And we'll be having them every week, every single week. Oh, Rigo, thank you so much. Gary, thanks. Oh, you guys are awesome. Y'all are all my favorites. I love that you're here today. So yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. I'm launching a crowdfunding campaign. I'm also along with it launching like a launch team, I should say. Let's see how many ways I can say launch and how many times. How long have you written the songs? A few of the songs are like a couple of them I probably wrote 10 years ago. I think one I wrote 15 years ago, but another one is as new as a year ago. Um, but yeah, I've been sitting on many of them for a very long time, but they've never been recorded. I've played them out at shows. You've probably heard many of these, but there are several on the album you've never heard. Again, if you have any other questions for the album itself, please click that link. There are many ways that you can give, even if it's not financially. I need to make it available actually on that page. I should have thought of this before, but simply sharing the link and sharing that donation page with anyone that you think would enjoy my music is such a big thing, and does not go unnoticed. So thank you in advance for that type of help. So in honor of the launching of Sparkly Feelings, I thought I would play the song for you it's not the title track, but it's basically a concept. Since Sparkly Feelings is a concept album, this is the song that inspired the concept of Sparkly Feelings. They say you're not allowed to have favorites on albums and projects, or it's kind of like having a favorite kid, you know? But if I did have a favorite, it'd probably be this one. The song is called Grow Back Into. I used to write words down. Sometimes I'd put them to music and I'd get my guitar out. But here lately, that's more like a distant illusion. When did I lose all the sparkly feelings that came when I'd sit down, cross-legged on the carpet, under clothes hung in my closet? 'Cause I can't find them now, inside this grown-up house, where I no longer sleep with the light. I'm getting better at being on time. I don't always cry when I'm broken. I don't get so lost in the moment. So many things I've grown out of, but the more time that I lose, I find more things that I wish that I'd grow back into. I used to be honest, didn't care much about what I'm wearing, and only the monsters under my bed were the ones that were scary. When did I lose all the sparkly feelings that came when I jumped down from the oak tree in the backyard? Yeah, the falling was the best part. I can't find them now, outside this grown-up house, where I no longer sleep with the light. I'm getting better at coloring in the lines. I don't always cry when I'm broken, but some days I just can't keep focused. So many things I've grown out of, but the more time that I lose, things that I wish that I'd grow back into. Grow back into. Getting old has just taught me to want more of all of the stuff I'm too old for. For a life that is easy, yeah, that's a life that I choose. But how come it's the life that is hardest to grow back into? Thank you for listening. Thanks, you guys. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for listening. I hope you have a fantastic week. And this is a new thing, even though it's an old thing. Sorry, I always forget to turn off my reverb. This is a new thing, even though it's an old thing. So if you have any suggestions, if you have any requests, I completely forgot. So the fourth Wednesday, let me make sure I'm remembering this correctly. The fourth, not Wednesday, but the fourth Monday of every month will be, yes, that is true. So the fourth Monday of every month is request week. That is the week that I'll be playing out of the request pot. So if you would like to request a song, I think it's just charleywoods.com/request. And you can make one there. I'll have all of my links updated eventually, and I'll go ahead and put that one in here as well. Because that means that request week is just a couple weeks away, right? Yeah. It was the second Charley Woods song I ever heard in full. Oh, that you ever learned in full. Yeah, you guys, watch out, because Caitlin John is out for my job. Just kidding. I know you're not trying to take my job, but you could. You play all my songs so beautifully. It's incredible. Gary, thank you so much. I did. Yes. Oh my goodness, Gary. What a memory. Holy moly. Yeah. So I also used to host a songwriters round called Babes and Ballads. And I did. I basically premiered that song there. And it very much connected with a lot of people there. And it is certainly what helped me have the courage, because it's really vulnerable. It's a very, very, very vulnerable thing to just display your diary out there for everybody to see. And the story of Grow Back Into is what is on the donation page. So if you want to read the full thing, please, by all means, go check that out. But I'll never forget the Babes and Ballads that night. The two babes that I had scheduled with me are Kaylee Bishop and Hannah Blaylock, and two just firecracker talents and storytellers, just incredible human beings, regardless of their gender. Like, they're just incredible human beings. But Hannah in particular, Kaylee and I have been friends for years, but Hannah Blaylock, I was actually a fan of hers for many years. She was in a group called Eden's Edge, and loved their songs and loved their vibe, but particularly loved Hannah's voice. And Hannah and Kaylee met on The Voice a few seasons ago. They had roomed together, I think, out in LA. And since Kaylee and I knew one another, she introduced me to Hannah, and the rest is history. But like, I had thought back when I was sitting there that night playing one of the most honest songs I've ever written in my life to a huge vocal influence of mine. Two of them, really, Kaylee and Hannah both, but Hannah in particular, like thinking back to early career Charley, and if you would have told her that you would be playing this song for someone like Hannah Blaylock and that she would just be floored by it and want it to be recorded, um, was really cool. Anyway, um, let's see. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad you connect with my music. That is why I play it. That is certainly why I play it. I miss Crew so much. Man, Crew was so fun. So, Crew, and it makes perfect sense that you're on Twitch right now, Gary. But Crew was I mean, help me out if I get something wrong here, but Crew was a streaming platform, but it was for musicians only. Like, it was only for music. And it was so cool. I remember being one of the first few artists to start there. And like, I had joined when the app had first really started to take off. And so many of those artists, because it was such kind of a small knit community, we all became friends online and became really close. And all the best fans, people like Gary, sorry, I keep burping. All of our favorite fans we kept in touch with, and all of like all of my friends from Crew went on to have really great careers and do really really cool things with their music. Um, but I remember like growing my viewership there and growing my engagement there and streaming like weekly there, and then finally getting monetized there. Like, it was I think my first like real consideration to doing a regular stream. And when I was deciding whether or not to go weekly for coffee breaks, I thought back to Crew and I was like, you can totally do weekly. I think, Gary, help me remember, I think at one point I was streaming more than once a week, because at some point you kind of have to in order to get monetized. Or I know that it's that way with Twitch. With Twitch, to be a part of their affiliate program, you have to stream like 8 hours or longer for several times within a month. It's something crazy like that. I don't know if I'll ever be able to accomplish that, but oh yes, yeah, they're on Twitch. A lot of people from Crew moved on to Twitch. Um, gosh, yeah. I wish I could play Extra Weight for you guys, but it's in different tuning. It's so high. And I suppose I could retune. Unless there's another. Let me see. What song? Okay, I can try and play one more for you guys. I don't know if I'll remember all the words, but we're going to try. This one is not on. No, this one isn't going to be on Sparkly Feelings, but it's still one of my favorites. Sometimes, is that the only? Yeah. Extra Weight, Sometimes, and Grow Back Into are definitely three of the big ones that will be on the album for sure. Yeah, 3 times a week at least. Okay, so this song, really fun to play with my trio band. Gosh, and there's so many things that I just can't wait to share with you guys with this album. There's a lot that we've done with it to make it. That's why I've started the crowdfunding campaign. Is it has to get out. And in order for me to do it, I just have to raise some capital to make it happen. We've started strong, And so I want to finish strong. I'll be sharing a little along the way as we raise, and all of this is on the donation page as well. There's a graphic on there to show like the status of how much we've raised so far. I also completely didn't mention there's rewards for every donation price. Just so you know, I completely forgot to mention that. But yeah, the donations, no matter the amount, every single person will get a donation reward unless specified otherwise. Minimum donation of $2 gets you album credit. You'll literally be credited on the album for helping me make it. I can't wait to put like 100,000 names on a CD. But I'm gonna do it really quickly, and you can again head to that page to see the full breakdown of this. But $10, $10 donations, you will receive a one-of-one signed Polaroid of the recording process. Really excited for those. I love Polaroid photos. Another thing with the $2 tier, everybody receives a printable download of a donors only exclusive poster that is only available if you donate. And yes, the $10 donations receive that and a one-of-one Polaroid of the recording process. But then the $50 donations are probably my favorite and the thing I'm most excited for. The $50 donors, you guys will receive a donors only t-shirt that will be hand screen printed by me. I hope I'm not over promising this, but yeah. So anyway, I will be handing over or creating, I should say. I'll be creating a donors only graphic to go on a donors only t-shirt for all my $50 donors, and they'll also get everything mentioned previously. The big thing is that I will be playing one, maybe more than one, but as of now I'm just starting with one private house concert. It's a private Sparkly Feelings house concert that will be played for one lucky winner. And entry to be chosen to be that winner of the house concert giveaway is for all of my $100 donors and up. So if your parents are asking what you want for Christmas, man, it's so weird talking about money, but it's only weird because we make it weird, right? So I'm really good at leaning into weird, so that's just how I'm gonna do that. How about I play you guys a song now? Hey Michelle, I'm glad you're here. Oh my gosh, that would be crazy. I just did that math too. That'd be insane. Well, it's pouring down in that parking lot. He's slamming that door. You can't make him stop. You can't make him stop. You were spinning out of that changing light and you don't know it. You just gotta drive. Take a little time. Yeah, I've been there. I've had the lightning split my sky. I don't mind the rain. I don't have to run for cover. I don't need the kind of things that wash away. I don't mind the gray. How else can you see that color? Oh, sometimes we all need a little change. I don't mind the rain. Well, it's never what you want to see when it all goes wrong. All the clouds convene, just like a movie scene. Yeah, but all those movies have a happy ending. I don't mind the rain. I don't have to run for cover. I know I don't need the kind of things that wash away. I don't mind the gray. How else can you see that color? Oh, sometimes we all need a little change. I don't mind the rain. I don't mind the rain. Oh, sometimes we all need a little change. I don't mind the rain. I don't have to run for cover. I know I don't need the kind of things that wash away. I don't mind the gray. How else can you see that color? Oh, sometimes we all need a little change. I can use some change. I don't mind the rain. I don't mind the rain. Ooh. That one's called I Don't Mind the Rain. That one won't be on the album, but it'll probably be played at the album release show just for the fun of it. My exposure is changing because the sun is going down, or the sun is moving. Oof, I've got to get another solution for that. Oh, let there be light. Thank you, Gary. Thanks. I appreciate it. You guys, this has been so fun. I'm so happy we're doing this every week now. I am going to get on maybe having a coffee sponsor. Oh, somebody remind me to turn the freaking reverb off. That's eventually going to be some muscle memory that I'll have to get used to. Yeah, I'm also using like new equipment for the stream and everything like that. So all really good things, all really exciting things. I'm so glad the campaign is out there. You know about it. It's happening. I need your help, and $2 really can help. If literally everyone who has watched my video gave $2, um, I think I did the math the other day, but if like a third of the people who've seen my highest performing video gave $2, I could fund the album like several times. So again, there are power in numbers. Just $2 can do so much more than you'd think. And $2 gets you an album credit on the CD, on the album, I don't know if there's a limit on Spotify to the credits that you can add, but I'll be doing my best, do everything in my power to make sure your name is in there. Because I literally wouldn't be able to make it had it not be for you. The album will be getting created regardless. I'll be making the album no matter how much I raise, but the goal that I have can be found on that donation page, and the breakdown of where that money goes or where it's planning to be spent is also there. So if you have any questions, please head to that page, share it with your friends, your family, the people that you think would enjoy my music. And gosh, I just miss you guys. I don't want to leave. I've missed hanging out with you. Gary, you're right. I have always forgotten to turn off the reverb. But it's okay. I'll probably get better at this, because we're doing this every single week, right? I better get better at this. Oh my gosh. Percy, do you want to say bye? Come here. Come here, baby. Come here. Come here. Oh, God. Please don't tip my coffee over. All right. Me and Percy say goodbye. We say thank you for listening, for watching. I should probably start my stream this way. Watch like all the views just spike. All because of you. Oh, you're adorable. It's true. You know it too. Sometimes he uses his powers for evil, like make me late for work. Mm-hmm. Percy would love you to donate to Sparkly Feelings because he's already donated 10% of his kibble. He tithed on that in addition to his normal church tithe. Oh, I'm saying gibberish now. Anyway, Gary, best place to message me would be probably Instagram. I would say Instagram. I would say Facebook, but I'm less on Facebook than I am on Instagram, and that will go to my phone the quickest. Also Twitter. I still have my Twitter DMs open. But yeah, I think that's it, guys. I gave you guys an extra long stream for the premiere. Thank you so much for your support. Whether you give to Sparkly Feelings or not, you have given me your attention and your time. And if you are still watching this, oh my goodness, give me your favorite emoji in the comment section to let me know that you're a real one, so I can give you some love back. And this has been super fun. I can't wait for the next one. And until then, keep making, keep arriving, and I will see you next time.